Welcome to the LRK Instrumentarium. This used to be called the Museum of Music Instruments, but in celebration of the birth centenary of national artist Lucrecia Kasilag, was the longest serving dean of the School of Music of PWU. We decided to rename it to the LRK Instrumentarium. The reason for this is much of the collection is from the personal collection of Dr. Kasilag, but the collection has grown through the years through donations of other people, other scholars who brought in their own instruments taken from the field. There are more than 2,000 individual pieces of music instruments. Some of them are still stored in the archives in the next room. Some of them are displayed at the anteroom at the recital hall. But what's unique about the collection is that if you see around you, it's a very global collection. So when we look at scrapers, for example, this is a Maranao scraper called the Taguto. With the Maranao, you run a stick here, and then another person could also play on one end of the tube. These are struck zitters, or indic chords. So you have a stick, and then you strike it right here in the center. So this is Kalinga. And these are your different zitters, polychordal zitters. So this one is from Palawan, this one we think is Manobo, and this is Kalinga. So these are polychordal zitters. These are like your guitars. They're supposed to be frets here. These are mouth organs from Thailand and mouth organs from China. One of the most valued instruments that we have is the ones over here. These are music instruments from the Aita people. Dr. Kasilag, one of the earliest field works of Dr. Kasilag was with the Aita. And of course, all of these flat gongs, we have numerous flat gongs. This is from the Cordilleras. We have hundreds and hundreds of kulitan gongs like these. Some of them are still stored. Kasilag was primarily a composer, and in many of her compositions, her contribution to Philippine music, which made her a national artist, is that she incorporated all of these indigenous music instruments into her compositions. And they were not just mere sonic backgrounds. She treated them like real music instruments alongside with Western orchestra instruments. That's the reason why we have huge collections of gongs, because there were many instruments where she needed specific pitches of the gongs. So she would be collecting all of these gongs, be getting those pitches, and be including all of these in all of her compositions. To date, I have not found a catalog of the music instruments from the time of Dr. Kasilag. So when ethnomusicologists like Dr. Felicidad Prudente and Dr. Cristina Benitez came in, I was mentored under them. Dr. Prudente, for example, came up with her own cataloging system of just putting all of the instruments down. So I continued this cataloging system. The challenge for us, because I'm an ethnomusicologist, is to try to track down the provenance of the music instruments. So we know that this is from LRK, we know it's from the Philippines, it's RP, and this is the catalog number. Because after Kasilag, there were other deans and there were donations also from other instruments. So we had to sift through certain instruments that we knew really were from Lucrecia Kasilag herself and other instruments that came from other collections. So now we know that because there are dedications, so it's Lutita King, so we hear from Israel. We're not working in very ideal conditions. Yeah, we don't have 24-hour room temperature and etc. Right. So for me, it was better to just take them out of storage and just display them, so that at least we can see what's happening with the instrument. So one of the things I did, of course, was to, aside from expanding the catalog, was to take note of the conditions and try to fix them. If I could fix them, or at least stop further deterioration, clean them. Because my idea for collection is that everyone should see them. We run courses on Philippine music, global music, so at least we actually let the students use some of the instruments as long as they're in good condition and they're easily replaceable.
So some of them are playable?
Yes.
Apart from the gongs?
Yeah, apart from the gongs. Because we want students to actually experience all of these music instruments. So the museum complements the studies of the students.